first A to Z program that it got started, your class. So it's good that has happened. We're trying to do this. Well, we are doing it nationwide. There's a school in California that's going to teach A to Z. So now, as I told y'all, and I don't know if y'all that came in late, it's going to require 2 days of practice. You have a notebook in front, 2 hours. You can do 2 days. You're really going to surpass everybody. In front of you, you have several things, okay? Number 1, you have a machine in a case right now. You have a steno keyboard. You'll see the keyboard. It's on the picture frame. If it breaks, don't worry about it. Those are dollar store things. Okay. You'll see metal things. This is a court reporting. This is actually a court reporting classroom. You'll see these metal things. That's where the students put their books to read. So this plastic thing in front of you, I should have brought one here. Let me just borrow one. Okay, what is this for? In court reporting, we don't want you to look down in a book and learn. You need to look up, okay? You want to look up, you want to be able to hear and see everything. Court reporting takes all of your 5 senses. So what I would like for you to do is take your stuff out of that notebook when you're learning, when you're practicing at home, and put it on here and clip it with a binder clip, okay? So as you can see, this manila things that the court reporters have, this is what this is for your house. Okay, so you can practice, take it out, it's 3 holes, put it in here, so you can practice everything from these, okay? That's what that's for. In the back of your notebook, there's a little white tab, okay? That is the most important thing. That's called the weekly practice log, okay? That is, this is your accountability. It's up to you, and you're going to find that court reporting is all going to be about up to you. It can take you, you can learn, one lesson might take you 2 or 3 times to learn the lesson, or you can speed and learn it immediately, okay? It's all called practice time. Has anybody ever practiced for anything, like an instrument or sports or, okay, well, practice makes perfect, right? You've heard that? Practice makes perfect? Okay, so you are there for perfection. It's speed. It's unlike any other class you're ever going to take. It's all about speed and accuracy. And I can't instill that in you. You have to do it yourself. It's a you thing. The more time you put in court reporting, the quicker you're going to get out of school. The more money you'll make. Okay, just remember that. Time is very important. So 2 hours a day is on that practice log. That's for you to be accountable to you. You don't have to turn them into me. This is not college, a college course. This is a program. So, but that's for you. If you see that you're not filling anything out, guess what? You're going to get behind. Okay? Court reporting moves very quickly. We're going to go, we got 26 alphabet letters to learn. So it's going to go very fast. If you miss a class, which you might do, things happen. I missed a class, okay? Things will happen. If you missed a class, it's recorded. We are going to do an online, it's probably going to be rolled out in February, to where it's all the dictation will be online for you. But right now, this school is great. They record it. We try to record it if we have an SD card in it and it's working. They'll put it, the school will put it on what they call a wiki. And they will have all your emails, and that's why I told y'all email is very important if I don't have your email. Because you're going to be given access to get on this wiki. And so everything's being recorded now. You'll be able to review this at home. Okay? Court reporting is taught online. It's taught in the mornings. It's taught in the evenings. So you have a lot of different ways of learning court reporting. This particular class, which is just an introduction. And I want y'all to just chime in at any time, okay? Because I just wing it.
You're doing a great job at it.
So, okay, so now also in your notebook, okay, so y'all go back to the front. Inside your notebook, you're going to see on the left-hand side, you're going to see 3 forms, okay? You're going to see something called a machine learner form. Does everybody have a pen? Okay? What we need you to do is fill out the top part of that form. You know what? You don't need to do it right now because I'm going to take class time, but I think I'll have you do it during the break. Okay. That form, and right behind it, it says original. The original comes to me. Okay? Now, there's going to be a copy. The copy is for you. You don't need to put your contact stuff on your copy, but that's just going to confirm that the equipment that you have is all there. Okay? There's a price value for those machines that you have, and that is what those machines will cost used if you were to buy one today. You're responsible for those machines. Do not put any water near them, open water near your machines. Don't eat around your machine because all your food will go right on there. Your hands, don't let your hands be dirty when you're touching that machine. Anything else y'all can think of on your little machine? Okay, because machines are like computers. In fact, those machines are a lot more expensive than computers. So be very careful. See the little camera tripod here? Those machines are going to be on a tripod. Okay? It's very easy to kick it. Very easy. So when you have your machine, try to have it to where it's not exposed out to where people are walking. That's why it's a court reporting room. There's only 2 of you. So be very careful. Stick it under your desk when you're up. Just make sure the tripods are not sticking out. Okay? Because that machine will fall. It's just on a tripod just like this camera. That I'm not responsible for. Jessica is. And our media. Okay. Also in there is a keyboard. You see it laminated? Our last class, which like I said was our very first program, they suggested that they would like something like this keyboard. You can take that keyboard anywhere at any time. You can take it to work. You can, just look at that keyboard and learn the keys. That's what you're going to be learning. They said it was very easy to put in their briefcase or whatever they had. Okay, so that's why we gave you those. At the end, we might have an evaluation. That way you can kind of tell us this worked, this didn't work, so we know for our next class. Okay. Anything else that y'all can think of? Okay, what I'm going to do is have our leaders kind of spread out throughout the room, and I'm going to start this PowerPoint. And so we're going to learn how to put this machine together. First seminar. One of my friends did this, and he did a great job of putting this PowerPoint together for our first session. The PowerPoint is going to explain a few things. The whole idea of today is to get a feel for the machine. To kind of just feel all the keys and everything, and that's what our goal is going to be today. We might be able to get to the letter A, I don't know, but our goal is to get through the entire PowerPoint and maybe get to the letter A. My goal is to maybe do 3 lessons, 4 lessons every session. Okay, so if you do miss one, guess what? You're going to miss 4 letters of the alphabet. It will be up to you to play catch up because we can't catch you up. In court reporting, it's the same way. They can't catch you up. So we're not going to be able to catch you up. You're going to be a little behind, so you just have to make sure you go online and look at the wiki. For those of you who haven't been on the website, I think I had sent you an email. It's www.discoversentinel.org. If you want to find out more about court reporting, go there. And it's a good little website, and they keep adding and making it even better. Okay, so what we're going to do is everyone's going to take their machine out at the same time. And I'm going to have y'all 3 here and 3 here on sides. Okay, so those machines, some of them are like suitcases and everything. Be careful when you open them up. There's, you don't want it upside down. Okay, I think we have it to where you can kind of tell where the front is, the top is, okay? Yeah. So if you'll open your cases up, you can put them on the floor, put your cases on the floor or on your lap, just whatever works, okay? Very important not to drop the machine.
Oh yeah, so much. Oh, mine is red. Sorry. Sorry, I have allergies. No.
And what we're going to do is we're going to practice. putting it together and taking it apart. We're going to do that several times. Okay.
So you want
Okay, let me get the...
completely. So you can, as you've been like pushed on this part, just make sure it locks completely. So as you pull that out, just make sure that metal part is pushed in.
Yeah, no, we're going to show you how to put it together. Okay, extend the 3 legs. Take your little tripod out. Okay? The tripod is a metal thing.
Like you don't have to,
Extend the 3 legs of the tripod to the fullest position. And you set the tripod firmly on the floor. Just the tripod, nothing else, okay? No machines are out right now. Just your tripod. Okay? So, tripod is tripod because it has 3 legs, okay? So extend the legs of it. There's a little screw, okay? Extend the legs of your tripods. Okay? Make sure that they're tight. They're not bent. Make sure that the legs are straight and locked. They're caught in locked position, okay? You don't want them bent like this, because it won't stand.
And most of you don't have this tripod.
Oh, I don't even know
It's
which
different.
one fit.
It's different than the ones you'll have.
Oh,
Not
okay.
everybody has the same tripod.
Yes, not every. I'm glad you pointed that out, Armenia, because this is the machine I picked up. Okay, that's a good point. Now, something I
On
did.
the floor, you have to put them on the floor.
Okay.
The tripods.
So we have various different machines. The machines have changed over time and they've become computerized. And so we have different kinds of machines here. In this particular program, we're going to have the mirrors, and they're all sitting over here. And we're going to have, that's just the name of the machine, they're computerized machines. Then we're going to have the Stentrus, and they should be over here. And then in the back, we should have the smart writers. So 3 different kinds of machines, 3 different paper trays. Some don't have paper trays. But you're all sitting together. Okay, so everybody got the tripod out. Okay, see how it sits on the floor? Okay, now you can adjust this tripod. You loosen the knob on the tripod base. You pull up the center tube to the highest position. Okay, so you lift it up. You put it to the highest position. See, there's an inner tube? This inner tube? Okay. I'm going to show y'all actually a couple of ways because I didn't learn how to put my machine this way. So I'm going to show y'all a couple of ways to do that. Okay. When you do that and you lift the little tube up, okay, make sure it's tight. Okay, make sure it's tight. Okay. That's a little crooked. That tripod's crooked.
It's a tilting tripod.
Oh, we didn't know. Here, let me give you this. Well,
No, you can do it.
I hope that machine works on it. We'll find out.
Usually it's outward.
Okay.
Try to do it that way.
Well, you know what? I can't do that because that's smart. That goes with that machine. I'm sorry. That's okay if it's tilts. Those are actually really good.
Yeah, those are better.
Those are really good. Okay. Now, your machine. Okay, lift your machine with both hands. Lift your machine with both hands. Always, always have a hold of your machine with your hand. Okay? Never let the machine sit on your lap or anything like that. Always get a hold of it. Okay, I carry my machine like this. Notice when I have my machine, these are keys. They'll bend. Okay? So be very, very careful with it. I hold my machine like this, just like that. Okay, the keys are protected. Okay? So never, always try to put both hands on it or just hold it. Okay? So, okay. Everybody have that machine. Okay. Now, you set the machine on the tripod. If you see there's a little hole in the back, okay? You sit the machine on the tripod. Now, I will share with you that I didn't learn how to do that. This is how I learned how to put my machine together. Okay? And I'm going to show you because you can put your machine on the tripod, but it has to be right in there. So I always had a hard time with that. So this is what I did. I had my machine in my left hand and my tripod in my right hand. And I just put it in that little hole. You'll see there's a little hole in there, and they have to like line up. Okay, they have to line up. And you twist it to the right. Once you get it, it'll click. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Just put it back in and just let it click. You're
So,
getting
yes, that tripod. Okay, so you get the tripod.
Yeah, you have it tilted on too. Oh, okay.
And let it click.
No, hold on.
There you go. It'll click.
Okay, so you put it in like that, and then twist it. There you go. Click.
So that's it? I don't move it?
Now just put it back on the floor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I learned without opening it up.
Now then we adjust it.
Then you adjust it.
Okay.
Yeah, then you adjust it to your height. You don't want it high.
Now I will share with you. I'll share with you that even though the PowerPoint in your book has that way of doing it, which is another way of doing it, which is you just sit your machine on it and make sure it lines up and keep it to the right. Okay? So you can do it both ways. I found it easier for just myself personally to do it this way. And so when I go to the courtroom now, I actually have it, I just have it this part. The legs are not open, okay? And so I put the tripod in and then I extend the legs, okay? So they're not sticking out. That's how I do it. I don't know how they talk on SAC.
Either way.
Okay. That's how I was taught to do it. You can do this method also, but in our last class, someone's machine just spun off. Okay? And what you want to make sure, that's why it's very important that it clicks. It's very, very, and so you want to make sure it's clicked and I don't even have my legs out. Make sure your legs are locked. Take your legs out. Yeah. Okay? Very important. Does everybody have it on? Because we're fixing to take it off. Okay? We're going to do this a few times so that you get comfortable. So when you're at home, you can put it together, take it apart, put it together, take it apart. Okay. Now, to take it apart, how many of you tried this method where you just set the machine there and you just moved it to your right? Because you can do that. Okay. So to take it apart, see how you use both hands on it, on your machine? And it sits just like that. Now, I'm going to do height while we have the machine. See how the machines are at different heights? Okay, you want the machine close to you. You want to adjust it. You adjust it with that little knob on the right-hand side of your machine. There's a little knob there, okay? So a court reporter wants to sit back in your chair, both feet on the floor, okay? That rider's going to come right between your legs. And you want to adjust the height to where you like it, you feel comfortable. You are never supposed to feel anything, no back pain, no wrist pain. You're going to have to be able to write for hours, okay? So your position is very important. Your arms, oh, thank you, Armenia. Your arms, here, y'all can just watch Armenia here. This is good, so y'all can just watch her. Your arms should be parallel to the floor, okay? Parallel to the floor. Your fingers are in a curved position. You do not want your fingers flat, okay? And you want to write with the fat part of your finger. If any of you play a piano or anything, you know, they tell you to drop your hands. That's what you do on the keyboard, okay? So your fingers are moving, not your wrist. Your fingers are moving, just like that, not your wrist, okay? Keep your elbows close to your body. If you don't do that and your elbows are out, guess what? You're going to have back pain. You can feel that. If you just go like this, you can feel it on the back of your shoulders. So you got to keep your hands close to you. Keep that machine, your elbows close to you. Okay? Now readjust the height. You don't want it too high. So see like this, my hands are they're not parallel. Okay, watch Hermione over here and see how she's writing. Okay, you want a very natural drop, a very natural drop. So if you go like this or if you go like this, it's not good either. So you want them parallel, close to you. Okay, like that. Okay, so make sure your feet on the flat on the floor. Bring the machine close to you. If you feel any tension on your back your shoulders, bring it closer to you, okay?
And ladies, it's okay. I know I used to do this all the time. A lot of women tort reporters, they have, you know, we're dressed professionally, so we're wearing dresses, and you don't want to be just like this with your legs open like this. I mean, that you feel like self-confidence, but I mean, this is the ideal way to, you know, just open your, you know, have it in between your legs right here.
Question, like the chairs that we're sitting on, are those the typical chairs that you have? Because these seem
Everywhere
a little
you
bit
go, it's going to be a different
very-
chair.
okay.
Yeah, you don't really, unless you have your own courtroom, that's the only way you can have power over your chair. Anywhere else you work, it's whatever chair's there.
and never any armrests.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying you have no power over it. Where you
Yes.
go, they could have, you could be in one of those big old cathedral chairs. They could be in one of, I mean, it's whatever chair there is available there at your job. So-
Yes, because you'll be going to different jobs. That's a good question.
Mhm.
So this is a court reporting room, an actual court reporting room where they teach court reporting. These are the chairs they use. These are the computers they use, the desks they use. Okay, but she's right. You want to have a nice, comfortable chair, one that supports your lower back. I write in a really horrible chair. They even threw my extra chair away. That's how bad it was when we moved courtrooms because it has no armrests. It was what I learned. I was comfortable in it. And so when they bought me a fancy chair, I started having back problems. And I never had any issues. So it was the old, ugly chair that I sat in that I still sit in today in the courtroom. People come in and sub and they don't like my chair, so they bring their own, a lot of the reporters. And I sit very low. But it's all, and if you'll see this, it's to your liking. It has to be to you, suited to you. But always remember, you can never, don't feel any pain. You should not feel any pain on your wrist or your back. If you are, especially when you're going to start practicing, that means your position is not right. That's how you can tell it's your position. Okay? I was taught when I was in court reporting school that you should be able to put a penny on your hand, and that penny should never fall. Okay? That means you cannot go like this and write, or that penny would fall.
Don't go like this.
Right. Okay, so it's all about your fingers. So that penny should never fall from the top of your hand when you write. Are there any questions?
So here's another thing as far as like ergonomics, just try to keep your wrists straight. That will give you the most comfortable position possible. If you curve too much up like this, you'll start to feel it in your wrist. If you curve it too much down like this, you'll start to feel it in your upper arms, still in your wrists, but that also increases your likelihood of developing carpal tunnel if it's too high, too low. Because again, you're moving more in your wrist at that point. So try to keep your wrists as straight as possible. So parallel to the floor, straight.
Are there any questions? Tanya, y'all are welcome to get a machine back there so that part of the room you can demo that part of the room. No, Erminie, I want you to stay out there. Please. And Tanya, you could probably just grab a machine from back there and just kind of demo it over, like in this, third of the room. That way they can watch you. Sometimes I think a visual is easier than trying to follow PowerPoint. Visual is easier to learn by. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take the machine apart before we start writing on it, because you need to learn how to do that. Okay, so there's a lever on the bottom of your machine. There is a lever. You'll not just put your finger on it. You can kind of feel it. Every machine has one. Okay, it's called the release lever. It's going to release that tripod, and Erminia's showing you where it's at. Okay, you can release the tripod from the rider. Hold the rider with one hand and push the lever with your index finger and release that tripod. Turn the machine and release that tripod, okay? So does everybody have that? There's a little lever.
I don't think the mirror has it.
You're going to do just the opposite of what we just did. You're going to release the lever. Just there's a little, you see the reliever? Yeah. It's on the left-hand side on the mirrors. Push it towards you and it's going to release the tripod. Okay? It's underneath your rider, and on the mirrors, it's on the side. Every machine's a little bit different, okay, on where that lever is. So has everybody released the tripod? Okay, turn the machine, you release the tripod, that releases it from the machine. Okay?
locking it.
Yeah, so.
You're unlocking it with a lever.
Okay, so it's just a release. You know how we clicked it and you heard the click? It's just unclicking it. You're just releasing the tripod.
Back on there, you'll feel it locking.
Okay.
Feel it. And then
So you would take the tripod and you fold the legs back up. Okay, you fold your legs. I want to see y'all fold the legs back up. Okay, this is how you're gonna, every day you're gonna just fold the legs back up. Okay, and after you fold the legs up, loosen the top of that and it's gonna come back down to a certain height. Okay,
You have to
the legs go
bend
up,
those
yeah,
out.
there you go.
Can I see that, please?
Um,
When you when you're putting it up, don't forget, when you get these, when you see these brackets, you have to pull them out so they'll bend back up.
Okay, and then it has a lever on there. Unscrew that, untighten it, and then that little neck of that tripod will go back in and you're done. Okay, and then click it and tighten it again, and that's how it will go back in your case. Okay, so let's put it, everybody done that? Everybody okay? Geneva, over to your left. Right here. Okay, all the tripods should be back the way you started. Jessica, can you help that girl right there? Yeah. All the tripods should be back the way you started them, okay? Which is, so it'll fit in your case, okay? So, now, the first way that we showed you how to do it is you're gonna take the tripod out, you're gonna extend the legs, extend the little, unscrew the top of it. It's flat on the floor, get your machine and line it up with that and click it to the right. Okay, you can do it that way, just make sure it clicks when you do that. Okay, it cannot be wobbly and you gotta make sure it clicks. Okay, let's all try that method. That way you have both methods and you can decide for yourself which is better for you. Okay, so let's do the first method. Okay?
I don't know what you said.
Okay?
Can we try?
I don't know which method we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. The method's on this PowerPoint. I'm going to go back to it. Okay, extend the 3 legs of the tripod to their fullest position. The legs, not the neck, the legs. There you go, Maria, thank you. Okay, their fullest position. Set the tripod firmly on the floor. Now, no machines are here, we're just doing tripods. Okay, everybody have it firmly on the floor? Okay, it should look like this. And Armenia's, yeah. Should look just like Armenia has it here. Okay, loosen the knob on the tripod base and pull up the inner center to the highest position. Okay? Pull it to the highest position.
And then tighten it.
And tighten it. Okay? The next thing you want to do is lift your machine with both hands. Sit the machine on the tripod, and click it in. Okay, it should line up, and you turn it to your right until it clicks. Okay? Until it clicks. With both hands. Okay, Armenia just did it, and it will
actually,
click.
I had to turn it to my left, just let you know.
Okay.
It might be your left, you never know.
It could be your left. Okay, could be your left. You might have to turn it to the left to click it. Okay, does everybody have that? Is there anybody that needs help? There's no,
And now you can adjust it to
you
your
know,
right.
you would have never seen a machine like this, so, you know,
And now use the knob and
no question. I mean, just say, I need some help and we'll help you.
there you go.
Okay. Okay, so that's how you do it, okay? And it's easy to release the lever, you just release it. Just with your finger, you just release the top of the lever and that machine comes off. Does anybody have any questions? Did y'all find that pretty easy to do it that way?
Yes.
Okay, good. Are all the machines tight? You know, because maybe we should just follow this PowerPoint and just do it that way. Okay, are all the machines stable? They should not rock.
You should check. You can check your
Yeah.
machine by grabbing it both sides and like just wobbling a little bit, and usually it should. You can tell it's snug. It's in there. If it's not, it would be like really loose.
Yes, so never let go of Never let go of your machine when you're doing that. Always hold on to it, always. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Do y'all feel okay with that? The more you do it in every class you come, every time you practice daily, it should get easier. Okay, thanks, Herminia. Thanks, Tanya. Okay, so
So I'm done?
all good? All good? Everybody's good with that? Okay. Alex, all good? Okay. And we're here to help you. Any of these leaders, all of them, they're here, just grab one of them and say, I need some help. That's why they're here. Okay.
I want to say you.
All right, now, in your book, we've got to adjust the machine, how you sit. Okay, we're going to kind of watch y'all because you're really not going to know until you start writing. That's what we're going to do. Now, your book is in front of you, and so I want you to turn to your first, I better get my book here and see what page it is. Okay. We're going to just kind of go through the entire keyboard tonight. And the whole idea is just not to learn it, but to get a feel for the keyboard. Okay. The keyboard, I'm going to put it up here so you can kind of see it, and it's right in front of you. In fact, every time we learn something new, every single time you learn a letter, you look at the keyboard. That's why it's there. Okay. So you'll see that a lot of stuff just doesn't make any sense. I mean, it has all 26 letters in the alphabet. Well, you'll notice over here on this side is what we call our initial consonants, like words start with consonants. Y'all know, everybody knows consonants and vowels, right? Good. Okay. Initial consonants start here. These are ending consonants over here. Okay? These are the vowels. Now we all know there's 5 vowels. Okay? So in court reporting, you learn combination of keys. At first, it's going to look really crazy to you, but it's like Texie. Thanks, Herminia. Tanya too. Thank you. You're going to learn a combination of keys, and so you're going to learn that this is your vowels. Your I. Now, on your machine, we have 4 banks. Okay? The first bank is this right here, and it's called STPH. That's your first bank. It's the left bank. Okay? The right bank is right here. See the little space between the machine? That divides your banks. So you have STPH, and let me show you about your fingers, okay? You have 5 fingers. You have your thumb, your index, your middle finger, your ring finger, and your pinky, or your small finger, okay? In court reporting, your thumbs will always do your vowels, always. And that's why when you sit like that, your vowels are right here, okay? So we have the 4 different banks. So when I say top bank, you'll see the left, and we're going to go through the banks here shortly. Are there any questions? So you can see, like, we don't have a word. We have an S here, we have an S here. Well, why is that? Well, words start in S, word ends in S. In court reporting, it's all about how things sound phonetically. You might not know anything about what they're talking about. They're shooting words at you, but you write what you hear. You write sounds, and it's all phonetics. This is all phonetics. So words start with S, and they end with S. Like, let's see, like S-A-P, saps. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a good example. S-O-G, sog, okay? So, yeah, soggy, it's a sound. So that's what we're going to teach you. Now up here at the very top, and you'll see it on your keyboard, is that is the number bar. That's how you learn to write numbers. And so the way you're going to learn how to write numbers is you use your vowels with that number bar, and a number will come out. And so it's called the number bar. Very important. Okay, so that's kind of on your keyboard. So what we're going to do is, I am on page, let me see what else I want to show y'all. Okay, one of the things that you'll learn is in court reporting, you don't write a letter at a time, like on a typewriter, if y'all even know what that is, but on your keyboard, computer keyboard, you're writing letters. In court reporting, we write words at a time. Not letters, words. So you're going to learn that a combination of words, combination of strokes, is going to be a lot of words. That's what you'll learn. So they're not just letters. Unlike texting, and it's kind of like when you put certain strokes together, it's like a chord on a piano. You just, if anybody knows anything about music, you just put 2 or 3 things together, it's called a chord. And it's like playing chords on a piano, except they're on your machine. And they're words. So, we're going to learn how, we're going to start with the left hand, and we're going to put our fingers over the letter S. Okay, now, you can look at my, I'm going to go back to my keyboard, and you can look at the keyboard. Oh yeah, good. So you're going to start with the S, okay? So like put your little finger over that S, and you'll notice that the S is 2 bars, okay? So you can put your finger over that S. That's where your small little finger goes. The ring finger is going to go over the T. I probably just need the keyboard. The T and the K. Oh my gosh. Well, we forgot one very important thing. Okay? Let me go back. In court reporting, like I told you, we had computerized machines. Okay? The older machines have paper trays. Okay? In other words, you can't write on anything unless it's on paper. Okay? So we're going to show you how to, you're going to have to demo this since there are many left, how to put your paper tray. Now you mirrors, you don't have paper trays, you're computerized. Over here on this side of the room, you should have paper trays. Now we have different kinds of paper trays. A stentura, these up here are stentura writers, will have a specific kind, and a smart writer, which is back there, will have a different kind of paper tray. Okay, so how you put the paper tray together, that's one thing that it is easy. Yeah, good.
Okay, pull the top flap up. Grab a sheet of paper.
Okay.
Okay, now drop that. Okay, now, oh wait, we have to hook it on first.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's hook on, the paper trays hook on to your machine, the back of them. Okay, they're designed, they have a little hook, okay, and they hook on right on the back of your machine. Okay, see the little hook here? So you put it this way, like that, and it's going to hook on the back of this one here. Okay, just sits there. There you go. Okay, so you have that. It's going to hook.
Pulling it away from you.
Okay, right there. Just sits. Okay? It's going to... So this little part is going to hook on that little thing. And it just sits. Okay? Yeah, there. I know. Okay. A pad of paper should be on the bottom of your paper tray. Okay, right now, just sit a pad on the bottom of your paper tray. Okay, and then you want to just click it. Okay, hook your tray. Okay. So, right now, I just want you to hook it. Okay? Yeah, you can just put your paper tray in, and I was talking about it. Just hook your tray. But I guess we're sitting. Just make sure your trays hooked. Okay, good. Okay, now you're going to thread the paper. Okay? The paper's going to go through the platen. Yes, underneath the platen. Y'all know what the platen is, that little roll. Oh, great. I'm looking over here. Because the platen is that little rolling thing. It goes underneath the platen, and it's going to thread. It'll just, like, oh, you can pull that back. Yeah, hold on.
Okay, I'll get this finger.
It goes underneath the platen.
Under the black thing.
Yeah. Okay, the paper's going to go underneath the platen. Got the flat square roller. It's going to go underneath the roller. Okay? So it's going to go underneath the roller. And when it goes underneath the roller, it's going to thread. There's a little metal thing that holds it together. I might have to individually help y'all. So there's a little metal thing that okay.
To roll up. We got it under. How'd you get it?
Oh, okay. And the paper sits on the bottom tray. Just sits there. Okay. You have a hook. It sits there. You pull up the paper. No. And you roll it underneath the roller. Oh, finger to roll it. So you just roll it underneath the roller, and I'll help you guys out here in a minute. Got it? Okay. And so you roll it through. There you go. You roll it through, and then you set your paper tray back down, and just give you a couple of folds so it sits in your paper tray. Okay. Yes. Good. Okay. So you just roll it. Wow. Forward. Coming back. Oh, she left. Something tells me this is not threaded right. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because it needs to be turned on or if it's the wrong paper tray with that. You know. Right. You know, she found this paper tray there. It's a paper tray might not even work. Oh, okay. Okay, so the paper should stay flat. Y'all okay? Mine did it. Is everybody okay with the paper? Now the machines have a charger also. Those machines, some of them are really old, they might not keep a charge. But what you want to do is you don't have to have the charger in. But if you want to, right with the charger on, that'll make sure that the machine does not turn off. Okay. So all your machines, we haven't turned them on yet. They're all computerized, okay? So there's a little button on your left on your machines that you touch to turn them on. On these Venturas, okay? Yeah, they're on the left on the list, okay? Yeah. So go ahead and plug your machine. Plug your machine in. All your tables should have a little outlet.
They were.
Your charger's out.
So yours, you need to plug it in.
This will show you this.
Right, Diana.
Yeah, you're right.
And it'll make yours work.
Okay. There's the, yes. On the back of your machine, it looks like it's sorry, yes. Charge it.
Yes, for this. The underneath right there? Yeah.
On the smart wires, over to your right, there's a bullet on the smart wires on this Venturas.
November 2003.
Oh, it doesn't have a ribbon in it. Sorry. Oh. You know, can you text her, Geneva? Just right there. She might be in the. She might be in the back.
That's what we were trying to cheat. Okay. I can't follow your machine. Your machine's different. It's because her machine is not doing.
Yeah, like when I click the composition, it doesn't do the.
Okay. Well, can you get? I'm not sure.
I mean, it doesn't matter because like I have the.
Exactly. Some of them, the old machines, it's so cool. We don't really use the. It's your bridge. So we will be able to see your strokes right here.
When I use it, do I have to put the paper through? If it's not working, or I can just use the screen?
We're going to try to get them.
Mine's back in 2003.
So
This is obviously the battery. What is that?
Am I during the day? You do yours at
I think that
night.
means it's basically like next to nothing on the battery life. So
Is it her battery too?
yeah,
On the funnel?
I think that's just the battery sign showing it.
Oh, then it is. So
That's where they charge out.
okay, sweet.
Because I know some of them turn off if you don't have it plugged in. So that one may be one of those. You know, if it's used for X amount of years, eventually the battery just doesn't want to run without
Just like
plugged in. Yeah. So that one probably is one like that. Because hers is actually showing it's charging. Whereas yours is like, I'm dying.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Says it's coming. But it won't die as long as it's plugged in.
right.
You're gonna get you a machine, is that what you're telling me?
Start working for Lana over this round. And I'm gonna get a machine. And I'm gonna be home. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. And Miss Johnson will be so proud. Because I would like to give them another machine. And I'm gonna enjoy my life.
Oh, I typed in is. What? Twice. How do I do that? How do I delete that?
Yeah.
What do you look? Are you right here somewhere? No, it's already memorized.
Okay, for those of you that are having a problems with the machine, I apologize. Okay, and we're going to try to see what we can do. Today it's not really that important because, you know, it's just to get a feel for the machine. Did everybody find where to charge the machine?
Okay, very much.
And so who has a problem machine that you, does anybody? Right here, yeah, is that a cartridge? We might have to issue you another machine.
Yeah, that's right. I thought they said right, but it was 06 and then.
Yes, well, we're at the next number. You need a machine with, because there's no delete. Well, we have to make sure it has, okay. So when your paper comes out, the first thing you want to do once you thread it, once you thread your paper, you want to make sure it folds flat. You see how it goes two different ways? You want to make sure it folds, it folds in your machine, in your paper tray. So it'll just fold flat, okay? And, oh, that's because you don't have a cartridge. This doesn't have a cartridge either.
How do you know if it has a cartridge?
Yeah, okay.
If it's printed, it's gonna be first dozen.
Okay, if it's not printed on paper, you have an LCD display, okay? See the LCD display? That's what I want you to look at. So the paper's not gonna, if you don't have a cartridge, here's what happens. If you don't have a cartridge, you have an LCD display. So that little LCD will show you what you're writing. Okay, see the letters? You can just kind of place, you know, hit some keys on there and you can see on your little LCD display, the letters are going to be coming up. So you can go by the letters and don't have to have a cartridge or paper while we're doing this right now, okay? Just look at your little display. So what Stenograph did is they went from that kind of display to a much bigger display. And these little screens on your mirrors, I thought that, maybe not. I think they go up. This one, yeah. The mirrors, the little blue screen, those go up, okay? They go up. The mirrors, the little screen goes up so you can see it. Okay. Is everybody good? Can y'all at least see your display? If not, I want to make sure you get a machine, a different machine. And we'll issue you another machine. Okay? Yes? Okay, so, can we get him another machine? Oh, it is? Okay, for now. So everybody can see letters. Okay.
I see other stuff too.
So we went from paper machines to computer machines, and so all we have are displays. So that's what you're going to have. That's what you're doing, basically. It's what we do every day, which is just look at a display. We no longer have paper. Paper is good to learn how to read back, and we're not going to do much read back in this class at all, but that's what it's there for. And it's really a preferable machine when you're first starting out, so you can see what you're writing. Okay, it's very important that you see how you're writing and how hard you're hitting those keys. Okay, so right now we're not going to worry about that since several of these machines don't have cartridges. Okay, 7:15. Okay, so we're going to learn the key, we're going to go back to this keyboard. Okay, I told you about the banks. I told you about, so we're going to practice right now. We're going to practice our first little lesson here. We're going to go through it kind of quickly because it's not for accuracy right now, just for you to get a feel of this. You're going to learn all these letters later on one by one. This is just to get a feel of the machine. So what I want you to do is I want you to press your little pinky, your small finger. You're going to see it's going to fit on the, your little pinky's going to fit on the S, okay? Like I told y'all, S-T-P-H. Your index is going to be on the H. So we're going to write this, okay? And I'll dictate it to you real slow, kind of, okay? So we'll start with S. Everybody, you're going to hit the S with your pinky finger, okay? So when I say dictate means I'm going to talk to you, and as I talk to you, you write what you hear, okay? So I want you to hit the letters as I say them. Ready? S, 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 S. You should have 4 S's. I dictated 4 S's. Look at your LCD. Yes, Nora?
Mine says it has memory.
Oh, okay.
So it's not blank out.
Okay, so the reason that is because court reporters put their dictionaries in there. I don't really want them in that mode.
I'll change the
Okay, yeah. We want the mode in steno mode. Okay, we don't want any English to come up. When you learn court reporting, when you learn the letters, you want to make sure the letters are coming up. Okay? So,
Is it okay that they went in?
yes. Oh, that's a good question. Okay? It looks like it's going to come across that way, but it's every impression that you make on the machine is going to feed. If it was paper, it's going to keep rolling. So it's going to be per line. It's going to go down. The S, 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 S. You should have 4. On your displays, you just have S, 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 S. So we need to change the modes in them. Let's see. Oh, it's new view. Okay, so you want them in steno mode. Okay, so let's do that again. Is anybody having issues?
How do we do?
Okay, so I'm going to do that again. It's not going to look like this. It's going to be an S on each line. Okay, so it's going to go down, and on your paper it's going to go down. Okay, so here we go again. S, 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 S. The next letter with your ring finger, T, 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 T. Now, one thing I didn't tell you, when you write these letters, don't leave your finger on the key. Make them quick, sharp, and pick it right up. Very quick. I might be talking slow, but you don't go S. Okay? You make it really quick, accurate, it's clean, you can see it, and only 1 S. If you hit it too hard, you're going to get 2. Okay? So, make every stroke really quick, really short, and accurate. So, even though I'm talking slow, ready? S, 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 S. T, 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 T. And your middle finger, P, 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 P. Your index finger, H, 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 H. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know which is easier for me to hold this keyboard to y'all so y'all know what letter we're on. Okay? On your keyboard in front of you, when I say these letters, you're going to see them. Okay? Remember, your fingers fit your left hand on the S-T-P-H. That's all we're concentrating on right now. S-T-P-H. Okay? Let's do it again. S, 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 S. T, 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 T. P, 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 P. H, 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 H. Okay, if you press all 4 letters, that's called the top bank. The top bank, if you press them all at the same time, it's STPH right here. STPH, you do it all at the same time. Okay, so when you write on your machine, all 4 letters must come out. If you're missing a letter, then you didn't do it correctly. Okay, so you've got to look on your impressions to see. So when I say STPH, I want you to hit all 4 letters at the same time. Okay, so STPH, put them all at the same time. STPH. Okay, so it's like a chord, a piano chord. You hit all 4 keys at the same time. Does anybody have a question? Okay, let's go to the second row. Let's do it again. S, 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 S. T, 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 T. Your middle finger. P, 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 P. Your index finger. H, 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 H. All 4 fingers together. STPH, STPH. Okay, let's do it again. Remember, how you learn court reporting? You repeat it, and you repeat it, and you repeat it. That's how you're going to learn it. Here we go again. S, 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 S. Your ring finger. T, 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 T. Your middle finger. P, 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 P. Your index finger. H, 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 H. How'd y'all do? Okay, so when you're learning this, and today's going to be really quick, it's just kind of an overview. You want to make sure you look at your keyboard. You want to make sure your impressions are coming out on your LCD displays. And like I said, if you hit that key too hard, that means the touch is not right. You only want one S to come out when I say S. Any questions? No. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. We have the lower bank, like I was telling y'all, and you can see that it shares the S. SKWR. So we're going to do the lower bank, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to dictate it and make sure you have each letter come out as I say it. Okay? Here we go. S, 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 S. K, 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 K. W, 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 W. R, 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 R. All together, SKWR, SKWR. Just put them all down together. Okay? So, how'd y'all do? Let's do it again. S, 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 S. Your ring finger. K, 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 K. Your middle finger. W, 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 W. Your index finger. R, 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 R. SKWR, SKWR. Together. One more time. S, 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 S. K, 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 K. W, 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 W. R, 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 R. SKWR, SKWR. Now, your finger position. Make sure your fingers are not up. Yeah, because you'll hurt. You're going to hurt your wrist. On your hands, have your hands drop. They're curved like this. Okay? Your hands fall down on the machine. They fall. They drop. Okay? So you don't want your fingers like this because you're going to hurt the back. Remember, a penny can't stay on there. They're parallel, just like this. Just like, and I'll bring it down. Okay? Right with the fat part of your fingers. Okay? So they're down, your fingers are curved, and you right with the fat part of your fingers, like this. They're just dropped. Just drop them. Okay? Yes, you curve them just like you just drop them. Just drop them like this. Okay? Yeah. So you just drop them naturally. You don't come over, you just drop like this. Okay, that's all right. Okay? is your machine too hot? Do you feel okay with your machine? Do you feel? Okay, yeah, you want to make sure the machine is comfortable.
Just so much
comfortable.
better.
You might want to bring it closer to you and lower. Because what you want to do is you want to sit, comfortable there. You want to sit just right like this.
Are your feet
And just
completely
right
on
just
the
like
floor?
this.
Yes.
They're just going to drop.
Huh?
Okay, so don't make an effort to pick
I would
your
probably
hands up
raise your
or
machines,
your fingers
both of
like
them,
that.
just a little bit. Probably yours a little bit more, and yours just a hair. Just to have a more ergonomic.
Okay, we're going to continue. Remember, your position is very important.
Try to keep your wrists
Leave your
straight.
feet on the
So you're
floor.
probably going to want to
Bring the
raise
machine
your
closer to
machine
you.
up maybe
If the machine's
2
too
or
high, just
3
drop it down.
inches.
Unscrew it, bring it back lower to where it's
That'll
comfortable. Okay? And Jessica, you want to put the machine like between your legs, okay? It's really hard to write not. That's how you're going to learn. Our dressing. You don't want to bring it. I was usually bring it.
Yeah, that's better.
I'm trying not to be on the
Bounce it like that.
If it's comfortable for you there,
That's usually how it's set.
It was like kind of
Okay.
I used to get pain from
So
resting my arms on my legs. So if that's comfortable for you, fine. But
A little bit, okay?
some people develop that pain, some don't. So if you feel like
Just drop on that.
ah,
Okay. You might want to raise that, that might be too low. It has to be comfortable. Bring it above your knees.
that's what she says. But
Okay? If you feel, if it's too low, you're gonna know it, because you're gonna go like this. And you're gonna feel a pain in your back. Okay? But just comfortable.
some people can,
To where you can
and some
write.
people can't. It's just what's more comfortable for you.
Now
Like I
watch
said,
your
I
feet.
developed pain from doing that. But some
And,
people have longer
yeah, the height of the machines.
upper arms.
Okay.
Some people have
All
longer.
right, we're gonna go to the,
have
we're gonna
longer
go to the next
So-
letter. And in your book, if you want to follow along in your book, I'm on page 7. That's where I'm at, page 7. Okay. Now, we're gonna do the top bank, the FPLT. You see on your top bank, that's called the top right bank, FPLT. You can look on your little keyboards in front of you, FPLT. Those are the ones we're gonna do. The index fingers for the F, the P's for your middle finger, the P is for your ring finger, and then your T is for your pinky. Okay? Here we go. F, 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 F. P, 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 P. L, 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 L. T, 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 T. FPLT all together. FPLT. Let's do it again. F, 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 F. P, 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 P. L, 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 L. T, 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 T. FPLT, FPLT. F, 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 F. P, 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 P. L, 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 L. FPLT, FPLT. F, 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 F. P, 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 P. L, 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 L. T, 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 T. Okay, make sure when you write, it's quick. You just hit it once and your finger just like pops up, so it's hot, okay? It's a very quick stroke, very fast. So you don't want to leave your fingers on there. You want to pick them up. Yeah, okay? All right, let's go to the next one. That was the top bank. Now we have the right lower bank, okay? And the right lower bank's just right below that. You're going to see that bottom bank. And it's right below here, RBGS, okay? So it's the same position. You're just going to go one bank lower, okay? Here we go. R, 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 R. B, 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 B. G, 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 G. S, 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 S. RBGS, RBGS. Can we do it again? R, 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 R. B, 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 B. G, 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 G. S, 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 S. RBGS, RBGS. R, 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 R. B, 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 B. G, 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 G. S, 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 S. RBGS, RBGS. Okay. It's 7:30 now. Are there any questions? Yes.
You know how in typing you're supposed to hone your hands on the G and the H key or something like that?
Yes.
Something similar?
We're fixing to learn home position, and yes, very much like on a typewriter, it's the same thing. And we haven't gotten to home position yet, but we're fixing to go there. And it's your home position is going to be all your keys. It's how where you rest your fingers. Like when I sit in front of it, when I sit in front of my machine, there you go. You just rest your fingers. That's home position. It's all the keys right between the two banks. You're going to see like a space.
Right in the middle.
And we're fixing to learn that, and it's in your book. So, are there any other questions? Yes.
Is your wrist or forearm not supposed to be touching your legs at all? Are they supposed to be raised?
No,
That's a per person thing because
Yeah.
some people feel more comfortable resting their arms on their legs. Some people can. Other people can't. Some people have longer upper arms. Some people have longer forearms. So I can't. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes my shoulders hurt. Other people can because it gives them relief from that shoulder pain. So it's all individual in that aspect.
That's good. Thank you, Jessica. Because I'm thinking I rest mine on my legs. I'm more comfortable that way. But she's exactly right. So that's why court reporting and what's comfortable for you has a lot to do with your body structure and everything. So and like she said, she realized it when she was doing it that it hurt her. You're never supposed to hurt. Okay, so this is our restroom break. But before we do that, what's really important are those loaner machine forms that you have. Each of you have 2 of them. One of them is going to say original. It's in your notebook. And what I would like for you to do is go through the loaner machine form, and it's going to have the owner of the machine and what that machine costs. And at the very bottom, it's going to say every machine is numbered. And what I want you to do is just make sure that you have every part. If there's part on the bottom that says battery, tripod, it has somebody else's name, I just want to confirm all that is correct. Everything you have is tagged. Your case is tagged. If the line is blank on the parts, that means that the owner owns all of it. If the owner doesn't own all of it, it's going to have the person that does own the part. For example, the tripod or the paper tray or the cartridge, because they're all parts. So I want y'all to check that. Check your machine, check that, and fill out the top part. And I need the original, and the copy is for you. Okay, I need the original back. Are there any questions? You'll see machine parts on the bottom. That's what I'm talking about. If it's totally blank, that means the machine owner owns all of it.
Okay.
Okay? But just confirm that you have those parts. In other words, everything's tagged. Your machine on the bottom will have the name, the number of your machine. For example, you should be number 2. Everything you have should have number 2. Your case should have a number. Your machine has a number. Your tripod is tagged. Your paper tray is tagged. Everything is tagged. So confirm that you have every piece. There should be 4 pieces basically to a machine. You're going to have the machine, the charger, the tripod, the paper tray, and the case. You might have some extra things. Okay? Are there any questions? So if there's anything extra in there, just confirm that you have an AC adapter, that's the person's name on it. And you have the tripod cover. Because if you don't, then let me know and we'll correct our records. Okay, your case should also be tagged. Everything should be tagged. When you complete that form, if you'll bring it up to me and just take a restroom break, and grab you something to eat up here. If you like, or a drink, and you are welcome to bring snacks. You are welcome to bring whatever, power bars, whatever you need for this break so that you can have something to eat, okay, to this classroom.
Okay, so Jessica is the teacher, and she's.
No, but there's going to be another course. For those of you who want to know time-wise, our hopes are if there's enough interest, we're going to have another A to Z that's going to start in April. It'll go April, May. FYI. So April, May is when it'll start.
So there's not one during the summer?
No, there's not. Yeah, they're not going to have that. Now they're going to teach theory in the summer, which is great because usually you have to wait till the fall. But they're going to teach the actual theory, which is, of course, that is a real course. It's a program. And this is just a program to see if you're going to like court reporting. That is actual college course.